Like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and we are back on the Mountain Islands map for another Transport Fever at the races. This time it is the turn of the Diesels, so they are all set up and ready to rock and roll. Again, each train has moved down the line. In the last race, the French train was here on the left. Now it's moved over to the right, and the rest of them have all moved down one line. So they are sort of ready to rock and roll. I will pause the game. The Intercity, the Class 47 here is sporting the Intercity livery. The American train is sporting the New Haven livery, and the rest are all normal except for this NCF number, SNCF French number, has got a red stripe on it, and this Chinese train has a picture of something on it. Ooh, it takes 2 people to drive this train. That's interesting. Is that the only one that has 2 people? Yes. So they are ready to rock and roll. I have named them, as you can see here. They are going to Upstalls Boom. God, I keep for Upstalls Boom. I'll never remember that. But they are ready to rock and roll. Hopefully there won't be any dramas like there were on the steam trains. But who am I kidding? There always is. There's always one train that gets sort of screwed over by a game glitch. But anywho, here is the first race of the Diesels for round 4, commencing in 3, 2, 1, and go. Listen for the horns. Nice. Into the tunnel they go. We're going to jump on board with the British train, maybe, if it lets me. That is deceiving right now because it looks as though it's in the lead, but I can guarantee you it's not. There will be something at the left of this train that will be in front of it. There it is. There's the Chinese DF11 approaching on the left hand side there. Now let's just jump on board, see who all got off to a good start. Whoa! British train. First glitch. First glitch for the British train. It did not need that. Oh well, you're last and likely to remain there. That kind of sucked. Wow, not even past the first corner. It may be an issue. I think it's an issue due to several trains going round a corner at once. I think that may actually be a thing. I'm not sure, because the BR003 steam train also had that glitch when it was coming round a corner at the same time as other trains, but I don't rightly know. But anywho, China is in first, the USA is in second place. Looks like the French train that didn't do too great in the last round is up there in third. The German is in fourth. And jump on board with you. Unfortunate Intercity train, and you're at your top speed. Oh well, jump on board with the Russian in 5th. Looks like he's gonna take a place back maybe. Here they are entering this weird chicane, so hopefully that'll be okay. So into the tunnel they go. There was, in the previous race, there was a kinked section of track in which 3 trains' speed got disrupted because I could not find it. No sorry, I tried to repair it, but I can't actually remember where it is. Or I did repair it and I forgot to save it once it was repaired. That might also be a thing. I can't actually remember. But the Chinese train is still in first. Yes, I did repair it, but whether it's saved, I can't remember if I saved it or not. Because I did line up the trains and then go and find it. But then I stopped to do something else and came out of Transport Fever. Hopefully it's still, maybe an autosave might have passed in the time that it was waiting. But we will have to wait and see. I can't remember though, I don't think so. Or did I not save it because an autosave happened? but I didn't load up the autosave file. I loaded up my actual save file, so we'll find out momentarily. Looks like the American train is sneaking past on the right hand side, or is he? 180. He's doing 2 miles an hour faster than the Chinese train. Unfortunately, the British train stumped in last at 95. It would have been last anyway. The rest of the trains are up to 100 miles per hour. It may do better in the haulage race, hopefully. Right, these guys are heading up the hill here. What is going on back here? Are you still in 5th? Oh, you're up in 4th. The German train is now behind you, so there's a place change. Very nice. So you've made it up into 4th. French train is doing good. Or is doing good. Excuse my Scottish accent there. Right, they're heading round here. I do believe there's another tunnel with a cave in. Yes, you can see the cave in there. Very nice. Only the train on the far left here will get through that unscathed. The rest of them will just have to go barreling through it. So now the American train is in 1st, I do believe, with its top speed of 110. There it goes. Well done, sir. Knocking the Chinese train off its pedestal. I tried to get trains that were relatively the same speed, although it was hard to find trains that did exactly, or diesels that did exactly 100 miles per hour. One of the subs asked if I could have used the Intercity 125, the high-speed train from the UK, and the truth is I could have. There is actually a mod out there where you can dismantle multiple units and just use their loco sections, but unfortunately that mod didn't appear until, well, not too long ago, and by that time I'd already done 3 races, so it would seem a bit of a shame to bring in the Intercity 125 now. Plus it would be a hell of a lot faster than every other train. I'd have to find faster trains from other countries, and I just don't think that they exist. The USA has the Alco that will do 117, but the high-speed train will do 125. There may be a German unit that I could have broke up that had a faster diesel section. There's definitely nothing from China. Unsure about France, so I just sort of stuck with the ones that I had. The only reason this American train is now faster is because the vanilla train has a top speed of 100, whereas the modded liveried trains have a top speed of 110, which I believe is the engine's actual top speed. So here we're back in 2nd though. The Chinese train has jumped back into 1st. Well done, Chinese train. How's our Intercity at the back getting on? He's not completely out of sight yet. He will have to slow down for this though. The Russian train, are you catching the French train? Not quite. You may get round in the inside here. The French do need quite a lot of points. They didn't do so well in the last round. There's the British train there. Whoa, glitch for the German train. Or is it just because it has to slow down ridiculously for this corner? No, it's because it has to slow down ridiculously for that corner. Okay. I thought it had dropped straight down to 0 there, but that's obviously not the case. Right, Chinese train is coming in 1st place so far. The American train may be able to catch it. There is a straight section just up ahead. You're only going at 40, 50 odd miles per hour. Why is that? Did you have an issue? You're back on the power. I believe this train just had a problem. That is unfortunate. It is getting back up to speed, so that's like two trains that have had a problem. The British train and the American train. At least we're getting a bit of a variety this time. In the last race it was purely the German BR003 that was having the issues, which was a shame, but it still managed to claw back its way back into second position, which was pretty outstanding. So you're now wildly in front, unless when you get onto the straightaway the American train can actually catch you. It is coming back up, it's passing the Russian train. There is the German train and British train way in the back there. Train, Chinese train, how are you getting on? You're getting on just fine on your lonesome, or your lonesome. Let's take a look at the German train. You are at 91. The top speed of this thing is 95, so you are going to start pulling away from him. Unfortunately, the USA train is passing the French train. No surprise there. Was that the straight? No, the straight is right there, round past Legoland. I love the names of these cities. Right, keep going there, buddy. You can get back up to second. You may even catch the Chinese train on the straight. He's not on the straight yet, but he will be there shortly. Quite a slow corner here, where the rest are starting to catch up. And then back on the power, and it should maintain speed all the way round out onto the straight. USA back up in second. French train still in third, Russian train in fourth. You're only doing 78. Where the British train is doing 77, okay. I thought there was a chance for the British train to catch the German train. Not to be though. Right, you are up at 100 miles per hour, the rest are following suit. And you can keep on the power there, all the way through here. He's at his top speed of 106. Now let's see if the American train can catch him. There it is, just there. Now 4 miles per hour faster. Is it going to have enough space? Yep, there's still quite a long way to go. It's going to gain some distance back, not a lot though. Enough for it to get in front of the French train. Right, how are we getting on there, buddy? Whoa, definite glitch there for the Chinese train. He slowed right down to 40 miles per hour. Yep, definitely an error. Something going wrong with him. Right, it's great. I am actually seeing these glitches happen firsthand. I'd rather they would not happen at all, but it's just one of those things. Right, you are back up to 85. You're still in front though. It's going to take more than a little glitch to stop the Chinese train. Now where are we going? We're heading round to Jotunheimer. Okay, okay. American train is back on the power there. You're slowing down for the corner. That's okay, I thought it was another glitch there. French train still holding on to third, so well done to the French train. deadly slow around that corner. How's our UK train getting on? The intercity train. You're not really that far behind him. You're at 54, they're at 44 as they come round that corner. There they go. Back into the daylight. Now this corner here is very, very, very slow. So we'll have to see what progresses as they go around there. Down to about 29 miles per hour. Some of the ones on the outside should get about 33. So he is down to 34. So a breeze for the Chinese train. He's going to maintain his lead. The American train is down to 29 round there. So it really does suffer to be on that inside track. Is the UK train on that inside track? It is, but not as much as the German train is. Okay. Right, heading along past. Is this Jotunheimer? It is. Heading to, I believe it's Jatlov. Jatlov? Never heard of it before. But that's where they're going to next, and then it'll be round past Jatlov and then onward to the finish line. Here they go, coming up the hill. The British train might do better in the haulage race. Let's check in with the German. You're still in 5th. I think the German actually did quite well in the last race. It looks like the British train is gaining on it. But he is up to 97, so he will start pulling away. Russian train sort of middle of the pack there. As it accelerates. The French train's got quite decent acceleration, if I am perfectly honest. And it's now up into 2nd. Holy crap. You've lost out in a place. I believe the American train will get it back though. Right, deadly slow section here. As they come past Jatlov. And then down the hill. Through the bay. Across the bridge, and you can actually see the station there. And Fit is happening in 2nd place. Now there is a long straight as they approach the finish line. The Chinese train is just reaching that section of the track now. Just around this next corner. The American train is still just in front, creeping on in front there. Andy's on the outside line for this corner, so he should be good. Looks like it's slowed down a touch there. It's still going faster than the... No, it's not. It's going slower. Okay. Okay. Your salute the veterans. Salute our veterans train did not do as bad as you did. Although, we have our winner. It is the Chinese train. Now, let's see who finishes 2nd. Photo finish. Make sure we're lined up properly. Right, let's have a look. You're starting to slow down. I believe you're starting to slow down because you've got a corner and he just goes straight in. We're gonna have to review that. Keep an eye on the Russian train. The Russian train slows down a touch. Okay, keep an eye on the German train. It will slow down because there's a corner as well. You stop, you stop, you stop, and you stop. So we'll have to review that. German train is doing 84 miles an hour till it comes to here, and then it shoots right down. So the French train might have got another point in there. We will have to wait and see. Boom and boom. So our clear winner there, the Chinese train. It may not have won, but the New Haven train did have an issue. It had a few issues actually. The British train had an issue straight off the bat, straight away. As soon as it hit the first corner, boom, it was down to 0 miles per hour and then started off again. It probably would have finished last anyway, but having that glitch didn't help. It may do better in the haulage race. We will go to the points section next, but first I will review who actually won, because I normally class the end of the bridge here as the finish line, but I did not know that trains would start to slow down like back here. So trains in the middle don't have to slow down, so I'll review it and we'll see who actually won. So we'll go to the points section. Once I've reviewed it, it may be the French train in second, it may be the American. We shall have to wait and see. So here is the points section now. So after race 1 we have a decision. I went back and reviewed the footage, and the USA train was just in front before the French train started slowing down. So the USA getting second place there, China getting the win. It may not have won. The glitches that happened in the USA train, it had 2 glitches it looked like, whereas the Chinese train had 1, and the UK, the British train, also getting a glitch there right at the very beginning, which didn't help its cause. But there is the standings after race 1. China in first, USA second, France getting a well-earned 3rd place for 4 points there, Russia getting a respectable 4th place, Germany in 5th, and Britain in last position, unfortunately. So I do apologise for the glitches that sort of screw up the trains. On this map it's happened more than any other map, so I'm kind of hoping the rest of the races go slightly better, but we'll have to just wait and see. But that is it for race 1 for the diesels. On round 4, the Island Mountains, or the Mountain Island map. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if you'd like to see more if it's happened in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy, this has been Transport Fever at the races, and I will catch you later.